study that was done last year, just to show you this is interesting. So here, there's a gentleman named, here we go, got the book. Fantastic book. Muslim Mafia was written 2008, 9, or 10, again, just before the Muslim Brotherhood took the training out. This book, Dave has a son. The son went undercover for CARE headquarters and has a detailed description of the behavior in terms of money laundering, criminal behavior, and the objectives to take over America. This is it's a great read, but it's terrifying. It's called The Muslim Mafia. The man who wrote the book is still active. He's a retired Air Force intelligence officer. He goes into mosques, and he went into a mosque in New Hampshire, in Manchester, the Islam Society of New Hampshire. He determined in his study, he's gone undercover into 280 mosques, so this is what he does. He has a detailed rubric, a checklist of 10 pages to determine whether or not the mosque would get a score from 1 to 10 in terms of the levels of radicalization. And he concluded, well, this particular mosque was a Sunni mosque with funding from Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, and he determined it was a front for Islamic-based terror. In other words, people go through that mosque, come out the other side, committed to terror in America and in Europe and other places, maybe with ISIS. He found in this particular mosque in New Hampshire very violent material talking about the overthrow of America. These are the same materials that are used to train ISIS people in the Middle East. This is very heavy-duty stuff. On a scale from 1 to 10, I've seen the report. It's many, many pages. There are at least 100 indicators he evaluates, and he gave it a 10 out of 10. So a very dangerous place. And he determined it's a safe haven for Islamic sleeper cells. Again, this is in America. This is in New Hampshire. Begs the question of what is going on in Michigan. In a strong likelihood of violent jihadist activity. His goal, his comment was to close down the mosque immediately. That didn't go over so well. His report was never substantively evaluated. The city council and the police chief in the city of Manchester, New Hampshire, condemned the report, did not address any of the details, and basically said it was Islamophobia, and basically moved away from the topic. This is what we don't want to see. We want police that are trained, that understand, that will investigate, that will open the report, have a conversation with the investigator, and try to make sure that they understand what's going on. That did not occur in this case. And we have other examples. For example, the county sheriff in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, is in the same space as this gentleman. He's a policeman. I don't know if he really believes in Islamophobia or he's afraid. That's Dave Gaubatz is his name. Our police chief in the police training will go into the book. This is the book that one of the things they found. Various violent literature is circled and discussed. So if you're sitting with the police in the training, you're going to go into great detail on this study. I'm just showing it to you to show you the depth of this.